Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and today I'm here to make two cards, and I'm using Tailored Expressions, the Corner Bouquet. It's just lovely. So there's a die set that cuts out the corner bouquet, and then there's also 5 sentiments, and they have dies cut out too, which I love. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, which I don't normally do on camera, is I'm going to color this because it's so easy. Now, I colored all of mine blue, but I thought in this sample here, I will color blue, but I'm also going to add some other colors. So I'm just starting out with a light blue here. There we go. And then I'm just going to come in with a darker value. I'm by no means a colorist at all, but I do my best. Maybe some dark there. There we go. So this one and this one are the same style, so I will color this one blue as well. And this one here looks the same too. So we'll color that one as well. And then I'll just come in with the dark. I use these tri-blend markers by Spectrum Noir. I've used them for years. I did have Copics at once, but at that time I just wasn't using them enough, so I sold them. But these are fine for the amount of coloring I do. So there's the blue, and then I thought I'd bring in some yellow. And we'll add some yellow here. Now there's not a big contrast in this yellow, so I bring in a real oldie but goldie. And this one is just adds a little darker value. That's not it. Here it is. And this one just brings a little darker value. There we go. And then this one up here, I am going to color pink. Some pink. Again, it's a different flower. And come in with a darker value. There you go. Now I just left them all blue because it kind of went with my paper, but I could definitely add these colors too. And then I'm going to come in with my green and do these leaves. So you can see this is a very quick card. So all of the, oh, there was a flower there I missed. That one would be yellow. Okay. So we have these pointy leaves. I'm doing all of this lighter green. Get those done. I just posted a video for 5 card suggestions that you can It's called Words of Wisdom. It's just lovely paper. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with a darker value and color these ones. These rounded type. So I just posted the video, so the kit is ready. Now this isn't a kit that you would assemble cards. This is a kit that I give you suggestions to make the cards. And the neat thing about the paper pack is there's ephemera included, and it has inside sentiments, which is very cool. Lots of times it's hard to write an inside sentiment, so I think that's, did I get everything? I think so. So like I said, very quick to color. And then you take the die, okay, so I'll take the die and you cut it out. I'll be right back. So the die just cuts out the corner like this. So you could actually put it on a card, like have this, the full size, like this, and then just have this here, and maybe put tags or a gift card or something in there. So I could cut this down, and I will show you. So you wouldn't cut it so then it would be like this. I just have it turned the other way. And then you could put it on your card like so. So let me cut a little bit more off of that. So then you could put it on your card, and you would have this little pouch. I cut too much off. But anyways, you get the idea. So it can go that way, and then just you could shove a gift card in there, or you could have it this way like I did and put it on like that. Okay. So let's make some cards. I use this for coloring because it spins. So if I'm doing a big color, I can just spin it around. I quite like it. Alrighty, so that is Tailored Expressions with the die. And I'm going to put this die back in so that I do not lose it. Alright. So the first card we're going to make is this card, and it folds flat. I've made these before, but I just thought it was so pretty. And I used the blue which is a new paper, but it's a summertime paper. It's got lemons on the other side. It's by Cardstock. You can always tell Cardstock. It's a heavier paper. And the paper is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 top fold. And then I have 3 pieces. And these pieces are so you cut 2 pieces that are 5 3/4 by 3/4, and you score it at this one at 3/4, 1 1/2, and then you turn it around and you score the same on this side, 3/4 and 1 1/2. All right. And then you have another piece of paper, and it is 5 3/4 by 3, and you score it at 3/4, 1 1/2. You can turn it and score it the same on the other side, or continue at 4 1/4 and 5. All right, and now we're going to fold on those score lines. So the first score line is a valley fold. The next one is a mountain fold. The next one is a mountain fold. And the next one is a valley fold. Okay. And then your 2 little strips, you do the same. A valley fold, a mountain fold. Valley fold, mountain fold. And this one is the same. Valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold. So it looks like that. All right. Bring my card in. Now I did cut a piece of this green paper that I had. I left it white and it just needed something else. So I'm just going to put that in right now. You can always put it in after, but it will be easier to glue it in now. Okay. So you can see this is very old paper I had in my stash. It's Vicky Booten years ago. But I love this wood grain on it. I thought it was very pretty. All right, and now I am going to put on my little arms here. So we'll glue this on. So I'm going to put this even with the top and the left side. And then I'm going to put this one even with the top and the right side. So if I flatten this out, it just goes on like that. If there's a little overlap, we can move it like that. And there we go. First one. All right, and then I'm going to put the bottom one on so that I can center it. Hi, oh, thank you, Darlene. Hi, Selena. Hi, Mariel. So I'm going to put this on, even with the bottom. And then this one. Should let it dry before I put this one on, and even with the right side and the bottom. so then it stands up. I have instructions for this already, I believe. And then this one, we can center it to the middle. So I'm even with the left side, and then I'm leaving about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then I'll do this side. I love this style of card. So if I fold this over flat to the right side and bring this flat to the left side, we're good to go. So there's our card. Okay, now I've cut some of this blue paper, which I love this blue paper. I think it's gorgeous. All right, so this piece is 2 3/4 by 3. So that I'm not really leaving any white showing on this. All right, and then this one, I've got 2 little strips here. And I am leaving a little bit of white on this one. So these ones are 5/8 of an inch. By 2 3/4. Yeah. So I'm leaving a little bit of white on those ones. So it looks like that. And then I have these side strips. So they're 5/8 of an inch as well. By 5 1/4. So pretty. Isn't that a nice color of blue? And I thought the green would look so pretty with it. All right, and then I'm going to put on my tulips, not tulips, my floral. Put that on here, like that. It's hanging over a little bit on the side, but that's fine. You can't have anything hanging over on the right side because it lies flat, but you can have a little bit hanging over on the left side. So I'll get all those little pieces with glue on them. And put that on. There we go. And then I have my sentiment. And I have Hello Friend, which I've cut out. Now it kind of disappears if you don't have some foam tape under it. So I'm going to put a piece of foam tape. We'll get that on. And I'll use these little pieces just to put on here. There we go. So now that I have my foam tape on it, the sentiment's not going to disappear into the floral. Come on. I can't get that off. That is being stubborn. There we go. Doesn't want to stick. All right, and I'm just going to place it right here. I don't think I'm having any luck with that little piece. And there we go. Hello, friend. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then it stands up lovely. And like I said, if you want that, you can cut that off, but I'm just going to leave it hanging. Okay? Now, if you did want to change it up and have more colorful, then you can just add something like that. All right, and then the second card, I cut some black just to add a little trim to it. And this piece is 3 3/8. So this one is 3 1/4. By, so the black is 4 5/8. So the green is 4 1/2. The green is 3 1/4, and the black is 3 3/8. And I left a really nice white border there. Okay, so let's use our one that we colored. Fits perfect in here. And if you wanted to have a pocket, I'm only applying glue to the edges, the corner, and then I'm just going to put that right in, like that. Okay, and then you can have a gift card in there. And just slip that in like that. Okay. So it would be perfect. Have a little card. And then I have a sentiment for that. And it is, it's your day. These are really cute sentiments. This one I don't need to pop dot it. Just going to put it right there. And then, like I said, if you want, you can just slide that right in. Like that. Isn't that cute? Or you can just leave it like that. So cute. Alrighty. So this one says sending smiles. This one says it's your day. And this one says, hello, friend. So there we go. It's very cute. So again, we used the Corner Bouquet by Tailored Expressions, stamp, 5 sentiments, and the die. Quick cards. Now I have this left over, so I'll whip up another card with that. So cute. All right, Thursday. I am making, we got some mama elephant in. So nice for spring. So I have this cute little card. We've got some little critters, adorable. I put "You're the best," and then when you open it this way, we have another little critter. And then you open it up and it says, "When life gives you a rainy day, play in the puddles." So I thought that was a very nice encouragement card for friendship. And it's a new style that I got off of Dawn's Stamping Thoughts. So there we go. Isn't that sweet? And then this opens up. So a lovely encouragement card for your friend. Ta-da! So cute. All right, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll put the links in the description for this set. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.